What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Macabre back today with another Destiny 2 video, and this one is going to be fast, I promise. Okay, so if anything I'm saying is too fast, or you want to see the background gameplay, slow it down, feel free, or go back through and watch it again. Watch it a few times if you have to. Let me say, at the start of this video, it is Prep. Season 13 is just around the corner, February 9th, if I recall correctly. And we got some stuff we need to make sure you have, or are at least on the way of getting, in order to be fully ready for season 13 as soon as it launches. Am I right? Okay. So that's why you're here. Let's get started. But before we get started, please, guys, subscribe. It does not really take anything out of your day to subscribe to me, and it helps me out a lot. So please do so. All right, let's jump straight in. And the first thing that we need to do is kind of a prerequisite. And a lot of people already have this done. But if you don't, it's some of these campaign missions. So some things like, well, the sniper rifle for the season, that's staying around, so don't worry about it. But fragment pieces or actual campaigns such as Shadowkeep or the actual campaign on Europa, get around to finishing those. Those are the things you should be focusing on. Okay. Second thing you're going to want to do, and this isn't a prereq, this is actually some stuff you can prepare so that way day one you get as many rewards and benefits as possible. And that's going to be bounties. You can save up weekly bounties from multiple vendors. So I highly recommend that you go through and you pick them up from every vendor in the tower. Pick them up from Varix. Go to Eris over on the moon. The only weekly bounties that you will not want to hang on to is the bounties from the crow, seeing as how those will disappear. So don't hang on to those, turn those in. As you can see, this is just one of my characters. Every character has a stack of bounties. All right. Now let's hop into the next thing that you're going to want to do, and that is actually legendary and master lost sectors. Okay. The reason you're going to do this is there's specific exotic armor pieces that came out this season. The only way you can get them is through these lost sectors. So there's plenty of guides out there. Watch a guide, get the feel for it. There's three lost sectors that it can be on Europa, and there's two or three over on the Cosmodrome. So it changes daily. Go check it out and make sure you get every armor piece. Okay. Now we're on to the fun stuff, and honestly, the longer portion of this, possibly longer. You're going to want to head to Shaxx. Crucible tokens are disappearing. I have a video up on this coming this Saturday, so make sure you're tuned in to watch that. Turn in all your Crucible tokens. Do not hang on to them. They will do no good. And remember, while you're here, you might as well pick up the weekly bounties and see if you can't complete those as well. Hold on to the weekly bounties. Do not turn them in until the new season starts, okay? The next thing I want to do is head over to the gunsmith, and this one's optional. There's a lot of good loot right now in the loot pool, so feel free to exchange some gunsmith materials as well as your crucible tokens in order to find a god roll of one of the weapons you're looking for. Fortunately for me, I have most of them, so I'm not too worried. But farm those god rolls. Alright, now the next thing I want to do, and this one is continuing to farm some weapons, but this one's a little different because we don't know if this specific thing is still going to be around, okay? While we know Wrathborns are sticking around, we don't know if the final mission for this, uh, don't know how to say the name, and I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but the final mission, okay, where you fight the uh, Ascendant person, okay, I can't even recall his name, but you're working alongside with Crow, and the reward is there's a possibility of a ship dropping. Now, if you want that ship, as many people do, because it does look pretty decent, you're going to want to run this mission. You can only run it once on each character each week. So 3 runs, 3 attempts each week. I do not know if this is sticking around and if the ship will be able to drop next season. There's a good chance, seeing as how Wrathborn hunts in general are sticking around, but just to be safe, you might want to farm it as many times as possible in order to guarantee, or, well, have a higher chance of the ship dropping for you. Whew. That is about it, guys. The only last thing that you may want to get around to doing, and this is another one where I am slightly unsure of, and I can't say for sure or for certain exactly whether or not it's going to be sticking around or whether or not it's, just going to disappear. And that's with the Hawkmoon mission. While we know the Hawkmoon mission is sticking around and that you're going to be able to actually, in turn, get Hawkmoon random rolls throughout it, we don't know if the mission that you pick up from Crow for the ship, the Hawkmoon ship, is sticking around. So, if you would like the Hawkmoon ship, as many people do as well, you're going to need to head over to Crow, pick up the bounty, and then you're going to need to collect feathers inside the mission. I would just try and have that done, and if you run it on all 3 characters, 1 week, it should get you around 75, possibly 80, I believe, is the highest you can go right now. As soon as the second week comes out, it should easily be doable with just an additional run or 2. And that's it, guys. That's the end of this video. Make sure you're farming for those god rolls from Wrathborn Hunts. Seeing as how they're sticking around, it's not a priority, and a lot of the other things are sticking around throughout the rest of this year, so don't worry too much about that. The big thing that all I can say is make sure that you save those bounties up so that way you can turn them in day one. It's new season, go up a ton of levels in the seasons past, and reap the benefits from there. Other than that, guys, I hope you are all doing fantastic. Remember, like, subscribe, maybe share it with your friends, you know? You got a friend that plays Destiny and you're really well prepared, but they're not. Maybe you share this video with them, get them prepared for Season 13, because I know we're all excited. With that, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys are all doing very well and you're staying safe in these kind of crazy times. And in this video, it actually makes sense, right? Get back to grinding, you crazy guardians.